John 12:12. Increstinum autem turba multa, quae venerat ad diem festum, cum audissent quia venit Iesus, Hierusalima. Then the next day, the great crowd, which had come to the festival, when they had heard that Jesus came to Jerusalem, and then we can just infer a ... because, as the careful observer would note, we don't have a main verb in this verse. The thought is split between this verse and the next verse. The verb belonging to the subject, turba multa, is not in this verse, but rather in verse 13. But at any rate, first in the verse we have increstinum. This is a bit of an odd way of phrasing it, to express the next day. Posterodie is a little bit more idiomatic of a phrase that we can use to express on the next day. Then, as I mentioned, we have turba multa as our subject, and then we have a relative clause clarifying some more information about our subject, that it is particularly the group that had come on the day of the festival, or the feast day. When you have both these words tied together, we would just say festival or feast day, and it's a fine translation of the underlying Greek. Then we have a temporal clause, cum audissent, and then we have an object clause, which, since it's an object clause, we don't want quia, we would want quod. And what is it exactly that they heard? That Jesus had come to Jerusalem. Note, Jerusalem is neuter, but it is accusative, and we know it must be accusative because we have a verb of motion toward. And cities of a certain size do not take ad in expressions of motion towards.